Tailor Tales. We're about to enter chapter 23. It still looks like a mess in here. Has anything changed? Not really, I don't think so. After our stop at the police station, we all dropped Caine off at his apartment. I didn't want to leave him alone yet. No one does. You have a very tiny apartment, Sarah remarks, looking around. Caine, sitting on the bed, simply shoots her a dirty look. It's because you're too big. You're filling up the place. I can't help but snort at his remark. At least his spirits are higher if he can joke like that. Sarah scoffs indignantly. Why, I never. I hope when I sneeze, it's right in your face. Speaking of faces, why don't we get you cleaned up? I asked, looking at Caine. Here are the bandages we bought, along with cold medicine for Sarah, says Kevin as he hands me the bag. I don't need that, Caine immediately refuses. Kevin looks crestfallen that his help is being denied. Yes, he does, I say as I take the bag from Kevin. Or you can just have me Chico kiss it better for you, chuckled Sarah. Caine flashes her a defiant pout. He looks like a broken puppy. It's hard having to resist pinching his cheeks when I know that's where he's been hit. Come on, we can do it in the bathroom, I say with a smile. You mean kiss? Kevin pipes up confused. Kevin! No! Kevin, please! Caine's eyes widen, and so do mine. With a groan, he gets up from the bed and snatches my hand, tugging me towards the bathroom. Caine drops my hand and sighs out loud when we enter. If you wanted to kiss me that bad, all you have to do is ask. Did what Kevin said bother you? Let's go with the kind option. He turns to me, raising both his eyebrows. Then he lowers them. Maybe. Why? Because it's embarrassing in front of them, he admits. I can't help but giggle. I'm glad he's worrying about embarrassing and non-consequential issues like these, instead of what transpired a couple of hours before. How about we clean up your face instead? I asked with another giggle. I don't want any bandages on my face. We'll see. Caine, sit down. Caine puts down the lid of his toilet seat and plops down. He looks up at me, blinking expectantly. First, let's clean away the blood. He averts his eyes. Didn't realize I was bleeding. Really? I was surprised he didn't taste it, as it's right on his bottom lip. I extend my hand and softly brush my thumb over his lips. Caine immediately sits up straight with a gulp. Sorry, did that hurt? I asked, pulling back. Meekly, he looks away from me. No, just didn't expect it. He mumbles while rubbing his lips with the back of his hand. Caine looks surprised there's a smudge of blood left behind. I really was. Caine must have taken direct blow from Thomas to get that kind of wound. I take out a small rag from the bag and wet it under the faucet. I turn back towards Caine and bend over a little to reach his face. May I? I asked, hovering the rag near his mouth. He nods his head. Softly I dab the rag against his wound. Caine winces slightly. I take great care to go slowly as to not hurt him. Being this close to him, I can see his right cheek is really swollen, including his eye. Most of the puffiness around his eyes is because he was crying, though. Caine eventually closes his eyes as I clean up any dirt or blood from his face. I stand back, putting down the rag. Alright, I think that's it, unless you've been hurt anywhere else. Ashamed, Caine looks down at the tile floor. Nope, just the face. And my pride, he mumbled softly. I can't think of anything to say that would make him feel better. The only thing I can do is be here for him. Why were all of you there tonight? He asked. It's past midnight. Kevin wanted to buy some medicine for Sarah. She's coming down with a cold. And because I wanted to see you, I admit. See me. I wanted to apologize for that stupid fight we had before. I was being defensive again. I shake my head. But now it's not really the right time for that. We both grow quiet. A droplet of water leaks from the faucet and splatters inside the sink, echoing our silence. I didn't think you'd want to talk to me again, Caine starts softly. That I screwed everything up by insulting your designs. I bend down on one knee and grab Caine's hand within my own. No, don't think like that. You didn't do anything wrong, I say quickly. I'm just too stubborn and really can't deal with criticism all that well, I admit. Caine takes in a small breath. So, you don't hate me? Of course not. A silent tear rolls from Caine's left eye. He quickly rubs it away with the cuff of his sleeve. Good, he chokes out. That feeling to protect Caine at all costs rushes through me again. I fling my arms around his small frame, embracing him. This time he doesn't struggle, but reciprocates my hug, wrapping his arms around my back as well. We're crying again. I don't want to cry again. There's a small sniff as he bears his face into my neck. Caine's body is so frail but warm. Glad we came over tonight. A knock on the bathroom door alerts the both of us. I was joking about that kissing thing, guys. Please let me in. I need a pee, Sarah warns us. Caine and I pull away and look at each other. Both of us break out into a grin. Sarah quickly disappears into the bathroom while Kevin stands idly near Caine's bed, as if he's too afraid to touch anything in the room for fear of messing it up. Caine takes a few steps towards Kevin. "Hey, how's the hand?" he asks a bit hesitantly. Kevin immediately rubs his right hand, giving Caine an awkward smile. "I had no idea punching could hurt the puncher," he says with a chuckle. "Honestly, I was very impressed, Kevin," I compliment him. He shyly rubs the back of his neck. "Is that so? Kevin, who do you like? Or are you just flustered at everything and everybody?" Caine stuffs his hand into his pockets, trying to appear aloof, but I know otherwise. Caine is happy Kevin intervened on his behalf. "Yeah, kinda cool," Caine admits. "So what exactly happened in there?" Kevin decides to ask what's been on all of our minds. "We weren't there when Caine made his statement. He went to a different room with the police officer. I'm just as in the dark as Kevin is. Some guy I know usually comes in with his cronies and harasses me at work," Caine starts. I'm amazed Caine is ready to talk about it. "I don't know what happened, but tonight he was alone and drunk out of his mind, started yelling and breaking shit." Caine takes in a deep breath. "Going on about some bitch and how she cheated. I was just a convenient punching bag." I softly touch Caine's arm to let him know we're still here for him. "Was he talking about Chelsea?" I inquire. Beats me, he was slurring his words and didn't make any sense. Then he started throwing up punches. And this is the aftermath. Caine gestures towards himself. "I'm glad we made a pit stop at your store. I hope he'll be taken care of by the police." Kevin nods at him. Sarah finally enters the room again. "Guys, I'm really beat. I need to sleep." "You definitely need to rest. Let me take you home," Kevin offers. We all shuffle towards the front door, getting ready to leave. "Sleep well, Caine," says Sarah, smiling at him. "Yeah, take it easy," Kevin adds. Caine stands there staring at the floor as if he's mentally preparing himself for something. Sarah reaches over the door and opens it. Caine starts loudly. We all turn to him. "Thanks for, tonight," he grumbles. Sarah gives him a thumbs up. "Anytime, that's what friends are for." "I'd do it all over again," I say, giving his shoulders a light push. "I might refrain from punching someone, but yeah, what Michiko said," says Kevin, chuckling nervously. Caine breaks out into a genuine smile. They both leave the apartment, whereas I stay behind. Like an unspoken agreement, I stay here with Caine. I don't want to leave him alone tonight. Can I stay over tonight? I decide to ask him outright. Caine turns his head a little, raising his eyebrows. He stammers. He looks around the room, empty cans everywhere, bed unmade, pizza boxes stacked in the kitchen. It's a mess. "I don't have any space for you." "That's okay, we can sleep in the same bed." I thought my girl was gonna be like, it's fine, I'll go home then. Caine clenches his mouth shut, suddenly acting very shy. It's not like we haven't slept in the same bed before. I bet my eyelashes at him. "I just really don't want to leave you alone tonight." Caine pouts at me, giving me into my demands. "I hate how I can't say no to you," he grumbles. I smirk at him. "Are you saying you don't want me staying over?" Caine suddenly steps closer to me, tugging on my hand. "Never," he admits in this serious tone. "Oh." With just a single word, my heart flutters around on my chest as if I'm flying on cloud 9. "Alright, I'll stay," I smile at him. I look down at my clothes. "So, can I borrow a shirt of yours?" Caine's already walking towards his dresser, opening up one of the drawers and thinking through his clothes. "Preferably something long," I point out, before he gives me something that stops at my belly button. In a few seconds, Caine sticks out his hand, holding a long yellow shirt. "Here, this should fit." I take it from his hand and fold it out. It's barely long enough to not show anything indecent, but I guess it will do. I disappear into the bathroom to get changed. Dressed in Caine's shirt, I walk out into his room. Caine's in the middle of cleaning up the place, fetching empty cans from the desk and gathering dirty clothes. He stops when he sees me. His arms are wrapped around a bundle of clothes. I pull out the hem of his shirt. It stops dangerously high on my thighs. When he notices he's been gawking at me, Caine thrusts his face into his clothes so he's hiding it from me. "Sorry," he mumbles. He sneaks a peek through the fabric covering his face. It's just, he can't seem to finish his sentence. He looks so damn cute with my shirt. Oh, cute. He rises to my cheeks. This is even more worse than when I wore that nightgown in the cabin. I feel so exposed to him. But I don't want him to stop looking. That's like a fantasy of so many guys. He admits in a tiny voice. Is it though? Is it? Do I have the guys in chat to to approve? If I wasn't blushing before, I am now. I didn't know, I admit shyly. Just get into bed already, he groans out loud. Now, wanting to be told twice, I dive under the covers. It's a small bed. I thought it said it's a smelly bed. It's a small bed. We would barely fit with the two of us. I bury my face into his pillow and inhale. Ugh. It smells like Caine. Their shirt too. It's like he is everywhere. Oh, I mean, this is his room, you know. It's gonna smell like him. What other smell would there be here? Caine turns off the lights. There's a bunch of rustling sounds, but I can't tell what's going on in the dark. He must be getting undressed. Eventually, I feel weight pressed down onto the mattress. Move over, says Caine. I press my face towards the wall, making room for Caine. He settles in, moving around until he's under the covers as well. His bare back touches my arms. It's really cramped. There's no way we can't touch each other like this. There's something comforting about that fact. I love touching him. My heart's beating so fast, lying together like this. Caine takes a deep breath and exhales, his back rising and falling. This has definitely been a hectic night. Caine? I call out to him. Hold me. Whoa! I would not be saying that. Good night. Caine's body stirs slightly. Sweet dreams, Michiko. My heartbeat quickens. I love the way he says my name. I end up staring at his back, my eyes finally getting used to the dark. I want to reach out to him so bad. I can't stop myself when my fingers touch the skin of his bare back, sliding down his spine. Caine moves until he's lying on his back, his face turned towards me. We're so close like this. Then his hand brushes against my own until his fingers clasp mine. Oh, cute! My breath hitches in my throat. Without a trace of indecisiveness, Caine boldly intertwines his fingers with mine. What the fuck are we? Are we like just friends with bennies right now? He rests our hands on top of the mattress in between us. Thanks. His voice rings loudly in my ears. For everything. I squeeze his hand in return. Don't mention it. I close my eyes as the feelings inside of me grow stronger. I'm being filled up with nothing but Caine. I'm so hopelessly in love with him. My heart simply won't calm down. But for now, I should let him get a good night's rest before I tell him my feelings. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? He's had a lot on his plate today. Are you shitting me? There's plenty of time to tell him still. I think the feeling's mutual at this point. You both like each other, but I guess you're at the point where you're like, who confesses first, right? Right? There is no way. We've been kissing, we already done the done, and now we're sleeping in each other, well, his bed. Literally, why are we not dating yet? The very next day, I'm already back at my boutique, behind the register as if nothing happened last night. I'm still anxious. I don't know where Thomas is, or if he'll go after Caine again. I almost want to skip work for today, but Caine insists he's fine and I should go to work. Stubborn brat. My phone starts ringing. Oh, someone's calling me. Hey, it's Caine's voice. My mood instantly changes for the better now that I hear his voice. Hey, how's it going? I just got a call from the police office, he says. Oh, did they follow up? Yeah, they arrested Thomas this morning. With all the evidence we had, he's been charged for a simple misdemeanor and vandalism, or something like that. Just thought I'd let you know. That's good to hear. What are they going to do with him, though? I'm not sure. I think maybe community service. He's not allowed to be around me anymore, so there's that. Good, he deserved what's coming to him. Anyways, I just want to let you know. Yeah, he mumbles. Thanks for the update. Have you spoken to your boss yet? He told me to take a few days off. He doesn't really seem to care other than that. He's a pretty shitty boss. What the fuck? You should really find some other work, I suggest. Someday. Right now it pays the bills. Alright, I totally forgot. You need to pick up your ticket to the show. Fashion Week, he questions. Yep, when you've got time. I can come over after college. I'll be there around 5. Is that okay? That's closing time for me. That's fine. Okay, see ya. Bye. Alright, I hang up the phone and take in a deep breath. So they arrested Thomas. Thank God there's something being done about him. I wonder if Chelsea knows. My finger hovers over the screen of my cell phone. Well, only one way to find out. I messaged Chelsea telling her she can pick up her ticket for Fashion Week. Right now? A little after closing up shop, the door opens once more. My entire stomach's lit up with butterflies when I see it's Caine. Damn, after last night, it's gotten really bad whenever I see him. Hey Caine, I greet him. His cheek has swollen even more. It looks worse than before. That looks like it hurts, I say, pointing at his cheek. Caine stuffs his hand into his pockets and walks up to the counter. It looks worse than it is. I'm fine. Still, it saddens me to see him like this. I eventually take out the ticket I kept in the drawer behind the counter. I offer it to Caine. Here you go. A ticket for the 19th. You can go backstage with that as well. Caine takes it off of my hands, looking at it with a puzzled expression. Alright, thanks. So it's in like 2 more weeks, right? He asks. I groan out loud. Don't remind me, I'm still not finished. I can still help out if you want me to, he says meekly. I won't make any more comments on your work. I clasp my hands together with a smile. No, that's okay. Please don't censor yourself around me. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. I acted irrationally and defensive. Your commentary was totally valid. I'm sorry for chasing you off. Caine sighs in relief. Oh, I've never seen him smile like this. He's so cute. Okay, good, because I'm pretty sure I'm a terrible liar and wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut anyway. I laugh out loud. That's just like Caine. He's too blunt. The door chimes. A customer walks in. I thought you were closed, asked Caine, looking up. Oh, it's you, he says, surprised to see Chelsea standing in my boutique. Hi, she says awkwardly. I'm here for the ticket. I figured I'd drop by on my way from college. Oh, you both just left college classes? Yep, I got one for you right here. I take out the ticket and hand it over. Chelsea then finally notices Caine's face. What the hell happened to you? She asks, looking a little disgusted. Why don't you ask your boyfriend? He huffs loudly. Thomas did that? She sounds genuinely surprised. You didn't know. It happened last night. Thomas trashed Boone Mart and beat Caine, I say. Chelsea shakes her head, gripping the ticket tightly. I broke up with him 2 days ago, she admits. He was screaming something about cheating, Caine notes. I didn't cheat, Chelsea immediately exclaims. I just broke it off with him. I've been wanting to for a while, but Thomas is... She looks at Caine, a sadness showing through her green eyes. You know what Thomas is like. Did he find out about the miscarriage you had, I ask. Chelsea nods silently. He did. He was convinced I had cheated on him, and... Chelsea rolls up her sleeve on her upper left arm, showing her bare shoulder. I gasp when I see dark purple bruises in the shape of a handprint. She quickly rolls it down, shuffling on the spot. Is this what he's been doing to you all this time? I ask, concerned. Look, he wasn't always like this. He could actually be very sweet, Chelsea says protectively. Caine snorts loudly. Right, and I'm a space alien that can fly. She looks down at her hands. I don't know, something has changed. He started demanding to know where I'd been or who I'd spoken to. It was little things at first, she trolls off. What else could you expect from a guy like him, Caine sneers. Both of you have made my life miserable, you know. Caine does deserve an apology, but this is also bad timing. But he does deserve an apology. Caine's got a point. You owe him an apology. Chelsea glares at me. An apology? For what? She asks indignantly. For the countless amount of times you humiliated me. For that time you pranked me in front of the whole school and posted it on social media. What the fuck did I ever do to you besides like you? He bears his fangs at her. This time Chelsea says nothing. Her lips are pressed into a fine line, or thin line. Whatever Thomas did to Chelsea is obviously not right, but what she did to Caine isn't right either. Just because you're abused doesn't mean you can abuse others. You don't know what it's like when you're getting torn down by the person you love most. You seek control in others. And other things. Anything to make you forget you're not actually in control. And I just happen to be a convenient target for you. What you did isn't right, Chelsea, I add. Chelsea doesn't respond. The air around us has gotten so tense. Caine is finally airing his grievances with his former tormentor. I didn't have any friends because of you, Caine admits, because of what you and Thomas did to me. I thought that when I started college, I'd be done with all that shit. But no, you found out where I worked and continued to torment me there. This time Chelsea does look guilty. Caine's words are finally getting through her. Thomas is a bag of dicks, and him hitting you is obviously not okay, but I'm not worthy of an apology, he huffs. Did it ever even bother you as much as it bothered me? This time his voice is quiet, soft, like he's on the verge of crying. What I didn't expect was to see Chelsea cry instead. Her eyes immediately tear up and her lips start to tremble. I'm sorry, she wipes away her tears. I didn't mean to turn out this hateful. I'm sorry. She then buries her face into her hands. I'm sorry, excuse me. Chelsea practically flees my boutique. Alright. These chapters are not turning out the way I thought they were going. Ken and I are left behind staring at the front door. Did you have to make her cry, I ask? I don't think he made her cry. I think she made herself cry because then she realizes that she's just being the same as Thomas, but in like a mental way, like mentally manipulating Caine and everything. She's not as physically as aggressive as Thomas. Caine narrows his eyes at me. Forget it. Did it feel good to get that off your chest? A little. Things are going to be different now. Thomas won't be around anymore, and Chelsea, well, I think she'll turn over a new leaf. I smile at Caine, hoping he'll see the positive side of all this. Didn't make me feel better, though, he admits. What would? Caine takes a moment to think. Punch Thomas in his balls? He then nods himself with more confidence. Yes, a punch in the balls, definitely. I giggle at his reaction. I hope we'll never have to see Thomas again. Okay. Wow, that was quite I said that's quite a short chapter, but it's actually not. It's the same amount. It just felt short to me as I was reading it. But, okay. He got somewhat of an apology that he wanted. He still isn't feeling content with it, but I don't think you will ever feel content when you get paid back for all the trauma, you know. I feel like it's just gonna be on your mind all the time. But thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I will see you guys in the next one.